I'm here with Zach. So Zach, what is your knowledge of the men's baseball team?
Absolutely nothing.
Do you happen to know what two parks they play at?
Akron Park.
No.
Infocision Stadium?
Nah, close I guess.
No.
Do you have a guess?
No.
I know there's one right over by the rec center.
There you go. And then where's the other one?
That I don't know, honestly.
No, actually, I do not know. Not much of a sports guy myself.
Oh gosh, no, I have no idea.
Well, it's actually Canal Park in Lee Jackson Field.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Welcome back to the Sports Report. And with the baseball team well into their season, that can only mean one thing.
That would be a full dose of Zips softball as I walk by Coach Jones and crew on Lee Jackson Field almost every afternoon.
Now over 30 games into their season, with plenty more to come, I'm sure you will be seeing much more of the team in the coming months. This past Tuesday, they took on Niagara in a doubleheader looking for a home victory.
The Purple Eagles come into it 4-16 on the year, and all day long the Zips exposed their pitching staff as Taryn Allman would go yard in the bottom of the second to give Akron a 2-1 lead on her first of the season. Now Allman would be one of 4 Zips to send it deep in the game as Crystal Hernandez followed Alyssa Berkheimer's 5th home run of the season with her first to stretch the lead to 6-1. UA backed up pitcher Brittany Maurer with no errors, 3 hits and just 1 run. With the offensive onslaught continuing, everything was going the Zips' way. Rachel Radcliffe would send another ball over the fence in the bottom of the 4th as she drove home 2 others, pushing the lead to 10-1. Akron would add 2 more in the inning after a Niagara error and a wild pitch here, and it's a 12-1 ball game. The Purple Eagles would finally get the 3rd out of the inning, but needed at least 4 runs in the top of the 5th to avoid the run rule. The Zips weren't having any of that and produced another scoreless inning in the field and ended the ball game in 5 with the 12-1 win.
In Game 2, the Zips were once again impressive as they shut out the Purple Eagles 5-0. 3 runs in the first 2 innings, followed by a pair of runs in the 5th, gave pitcher Kinsey Tella plenty of breathing room as she threw her best outing of the year. The Zips improved to 13, 18, and 1 on the year with the sweep.
To get the latest UA athletic updates, you got to follow the ZTV sports team on Twitter.
Now the week wasn't done with Niagara as the Zips hit the road for matchups with a pair of MAC opponents. A doubleheader with Miami was followed up by games on consecutive days against Ball State.
And the rest of the week did not look so pretty for the Zips as they dropped all 4 games, getting shut out in 3 of them. The Zips were outscored 9-0 in 2 games with Miami and followed that up with a 7-4 and 11-0 loss to Ball State. The loss drops the Lady Zips to 13, 22-1 on the year and 0-8 in the conference.
Now that we have caught you up on the past, let's get into what's ahead for the ladies. For more on that, we send it over to David and Dee.
Back on Zips Update, and as we transition to softball, the week schedule doesn't look as busy, but a week full of road games are ahead, and I can only imagine what it's like to be a student athlete.
Yeah, and the ladies will dig out the middle of a 10-game road trip before finally returning home on the 20th of April.
This week, the Zips will cross state borders to take on St. Francis, Pennsylvania in a doubleheader on Tuesday. They will then go down to Athens for a pair of games against the Bobcats on Saturday and Sunday. The team will close out the month with 10 games in 14 days.
Well, David, the one thing that will make this road trip a lot sweeter is some victories on the field.
There's no doubt about that. And we'll get a glimpse of a team that's had quite a few victories here at Akron. But first, it's trivia time.
For 2012, what did the UA men's soccer recruiting class rank nationally? Your answer and much more coming up after the break.